Hello there, I'm Bonnibert, and yep, I'm coming at you with another tier list video, and be prepared to see a couple more of these. Yep, you read the title and saw the thumbnail. We're going to be making a tier list of the Pokemon main series games. Now, I haven't played Pokemon Black 2 or White 2 or Platinum, so they most likely won't be on this tier list. But if you want to see more tier list videos, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, whatever. And I'm not going to waste your time. Let's just get right into this. We're going to be starting in the bottom tier. Let me paint a picture for you. You're a wee young lad with his cool hat, and you caught the new DS with Pokemon Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl. You love the games. You play a crap ton of it. Now you're older, and you've been waiting for a Diamond and Pearl remake for years. For me, it was only like a 4-year wait, though. And they finally come out, and they're just a 1-to-1 remake. Yeah, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are in the bottom tier. These games are just not good. They were disappointing for remakes of, very beloved games. They were highly anticipated for multiple years, people wanted them, and they came out and they didn't fix any of the issues with the old one. It just looks better, I guess, but I think the pixel art style of the old one's just a lot better. The only reason I like this game is because of the team I used. And that was completely up to me. I mean, the Grand Underground is really cool. But other than that, this game is not great. And it's a huge letdown. Next up is the 2-star tier. Now, before you get mad at me, I can explain. Pokemon Red and Blue, they're good. They're the basis for all Pokemon games. They're the first ones. I respect them a lot. But when you've played other Kanto games before these games, which, yeah, I did play Let's Go Pikachu before this, it's just really not amazing. I mean, it's great to see how far the Pokemon Company has come, even though Scarlet and Violet aren't the best performing games. But these games are laggy, they're glitchy, the sprites are ugly. It's just not a great game. Do I respect this game a lot? Yes, I definitely do. Do I believe it's a really good game just because it's the OG one? No, because I always believe people can improve on stuff. And if anything can prove that, it's this. We're really getting through these quickly, so this will probably be the tier that takes us the longest to get through. But this is the 3-star tier. Games that are good, but not great, but certainly not awful. I've probably only played through these games like once or twice, though. First up is Diamond and Pearl, and yeah, even though in the intro I did say it was one of my favorites, I thought it was really good, it's just very broken. The Pokedex sucks. I mean, Flint's team is awful, and so are the gym leaders. Like, why does Volkner have an Octillery when he's the electric-type gym leader? It just doesn't make sense. It's kind of dumb. I mean, Cynthia's a great champion, and I love the Pokemon introduced in this game, but it's just not really balanced with the amount of Pokemon in it. Like, who would think it was a good idea to have 2 fire types in a game? Like, no. But I feel like the bad qualities and the good qualities are equal. So that's why Diamond and Pearl go in the 3-star spot. Next up is Crystal. I don't have much to say about this game. It's an improvement over Gold and Silver, but not by far. I think it's weird that they made a game where Suicune's the main cover. I mean, the box art legendary. And this game just didn't have to be made, because Gold and Silver were already pretty good games. Next up is Sword and Shield. Now, I gotta say first, the gym battles, and the music, and just everything to do with the gym challenge is great. I love that they're in these huge stadiums, because we never see anything like that again in the Pokemon franchise, or we never saw anything like that before this. The gym leaders have personality and feel like characters, which Pokemon's gotten really good at doing that. I love the wild area. It's fun to catch Pokemon in there and even shiny hunt, I guess. Speaking of shiny hunting, this game has really no good methods for it. Yeah, shiny hunting in this game is not great, which I've done a little bit of it. The only decent one is Dynamax Adventures, but I haven't done too much of that, and I've only gotten like 2 shinies from it. And Masuda hunting has always been there, so I can't really give that to Sword and Shield. And the story in this game is just so boring. It's not interesting. And, like, Rose's idea to plan out, like, something about energy crisis in the future, like, thousands of years in the future, Doesn't make sense. Dumb motivation, dumb plot. Definitely one of the weakest in this franchise. I'm sorry if I'm not able to talk today. It's just late and I'm tired. But I did Nuzlocke these games, so go watch that video. If I remember to, I'll link it down in the description. Next up is the Let's Go games. Now, I'm a supporter of these games. They were the first games I got on my Switch, and they're not bad. I really think it's the best looking Pokemon game, because there's not really any bad looking parts of this game. It's really good, and I like the art style. But it is just another Kanto remake, which is boring and lazy. I don't really care about the catching mechanics. I could go without them, but they didn't really bother me that much. And the catch combo method for shiny hunting, it's interesting to say the least. But I don't think these are bad games at all. Next up is Gold and Silver, which are a big step up from Red and Blue. I mean, this game really introduced a lot of stuff that's still in the Pokemon franchise today. There's a lot of cool new Pokemon. I like the colors. Not much to say here. I mean, obviously it's a little dated, but that doesn't really affect me unless it actually harms my gaming experience. But I don't hate these games. They're good. But the level curve sucks, and the story isn't amazing. And I just have Pokemon Yellow in this tier because it's just a big step up in Gen 1 from Red and Blue. I mean, it's not bad, but the partner Pikachu just having regular stats is not great. It's just another Kanto game, but I couldn't care less. It's not that bad. Next up is the 4-star games. I think these games are great, and I've probably replayed through most of them multiple times, besides the Gen 3 games. First up is Gen 5. These games are great, and I didn't like them at first, but I've grown to love them over time. The story's great with N and all that. The rivals are a little annoying, but I don't really care. I like the moving sprites, although some of them are pretty cursed. This is definitely one of the best 2D Pokemon games out there. I just love how there's a little mix of 3D in there. And I think I'm getting Black 2 pretty soon, so I might update you guys when I play through that. Next up is Sun and Moon. These were the first main series Pokemon games that I actually beat, and I have a huge soft spot for them. I just remember playing with my neighbors all the time, trading and battling. I remember playing through the story for the first time and absolutely loving it. And yeah, the story's pretty good. We'll get to the Ultra games in a little bit. I really like a lot of the new Pokemon that this game introduces. And Incineroar is my favorite Pokemon of all time, and that's primarily from this game. This game is the reason I'm a Pokemon fan, I think. I'm saying this game because Sun is the first one I beat. Next up is X and Y. These are the first Pokemon games I played. And yeah, I have a huge soft spot for these too. This is the Pokemon game I've played through the most. While the story isn't particularly great, the legendaries and the Pokemon introduced in this game are really fun. The bike theme is crazy. The battles are great. I don't mind the rivals that much. The starters are great, especially Chespin. I know a lot of people don't like Chespin, but Chespin's my boy. Greninja's alright. Fennekin's definitely my least favorite, though. But I love X and Y. Fire Red and Leaf Green are the definitive versions of Kanto. You can't tell me otherwise. The Sevi Islands are great. The sprites are great. The music's great. And I don't hate this for being another rehash of Kanto, because this is only the third one. I don't know. I haven't been counting. But this is definitely the best version of Kanto out there. And I don't think it's the best remake, but it's up there. Next up is Ruby and Sapphire. Gen 3 is great. I love Gen 3. While I do like Emerald more, these games are good too. I really like the new locations, the new Pokemon. I mean, they're not new anymore, but when I say new, I mean region specific, I guess. But I like Ruby and Sapphire. They're not that bad. I know I said Platinum might not be on here, and I have no idea why it is, so just ignore that. But we make it to the 5-star tier with Legends Arceus first. This game's incredible. The catching mechanics are great. I love the gameplay so much. The boss fights are crazy and intense. It has one of the best stories in a Pokemon game, and I love the whole map. And holy crap, I mean, it's like a 2-year-old spoiler at this point. But the twist with Volo at the end, I did not see coming, even though it was spoiled for me, I thought it was just fan-made or something, but it's real. It was crazy. One of the biggest twists. Now, I know you don't see Scarlet and Violet on here, but they would go right here. I think this, on Tier Maker, I think this list was made before Scarlet and Violet came out. But yes, Scarlet and Violet go here. They're overhated. They're good games. The performance does suck, but, the story's great. The open world's fun. I love shiny hunting in this game. It introduces so much more stuff to the Pokemon world, and it's just a really influential game. It's overhated. I don't know why people hate it so much. I mean, yeah, definitely performance, but, I've gotten over that. Why can't they get over it? And I can't wait for the Indigo Disc DLC, which actually comes out tomorrow at the time I'm filming this. Recording, who cares? Alright, next up is Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. These are not the best remakes. I was going to say they were the best, but they're not the best remakes, but they're really good. I love how it kind of changes the story of Ruby and Sapphire a little bit. I love flying around on Latios and Latias. I love Mega Evolution. It's so cool in this game. Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre are great, and I'm going to say it. This game has the best post-game of any main series Pokemon game, besides Legends Arceus. I love the Delta episode with Rayquaza, and I remember the first time I beat it, I was, on the school bus on a field trip or something, and it was, the Delta episode. I was like, whoa, that's crazy, and I just love everything about this game. It's one of my favorite Pokemon games. I have a soft spot for Alola, and that shows with, me putting Ultra Sun and Moon this high. I love these games. I love playing through them over and over again. The SOS shiny hunting method is so fun. The boss battle at the end with Ultra Necrozma is crazy, one of the hardest bosses in all of Pokemon. And the music in this game goes so hard. I would be lying if I said this wasn't my favorite Pokemon game, even though you do see a couple that are higher. But Ultra Sun and Moon have a nice, big space in my heart. I love these games so much. Probably have the least to say about Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They're great remakes. I love the DS graphics. The red battle at the top of Mount Silver is really hard. And the music in this game goes really hard too. I love the following Pokemon in this game. And a lot of people say this is one of the best Pokemon games. I agree. It's great. We're ignoring Platinum and going straight to Emerald, which is my favorite way to play Hoenn besides ORAS. The battle with Kyogre versus Groudon is pretty cool. Rayquaza is cool. I love Rayquaza. There were a lot of improvements that we didn't really need until we got them. Pokemon Emerald's an incredible game. I did do a stream series on it where I shiny hunted and I never got a shiny, which was really sad. I should probably go back and finish. Nah, I'm not going to go back and finish that. But that wraps up the tier list. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments or like and subscribe. Whatever that YouTube mumbo jumbo stuff is. Really close to 600 subscribers, and I'd love to reach it by the end of the year. Tell me what your favorite Pokemon game is in the comments, and tell me if you agree with this ranking or not. There's not much to say here, except that's a cut.